Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the heart of Mont Choisy. Where we are standing today has been the heart of Mont Choisy for hundreds of years. But today we are going to talk about what has happened to Mont Choisy over the past 7 years and the future that we are building. Mr. Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Stephen Jyoti, Honorable Ministers and Members of Parliament, Chairman and of the District Council of Mont and Pamplemousses, Excellency, Chairman Directors of the Mont Choisy Group, distinguished guests, good evening. I am so delighted to welcome you all here in this magnificent location that has witnessed the rich history of Mont Choisy and which is now experiencing its transformation into a once-in-a-lifetime destination. History can sometimes be very complicated to deal with and hold uncomfortable truth when you look at it through the lenses of the present. See, I'm standing here today, a fifth generation descendant of an Indian indentured immigrant. My great-great maternal grandfather arrived from India on the 23rd of June, 1894, in a ship called Simavara. Sorry, I'm too emotional. He came to work in a sugarcane plantation similar to Mont Choisy. And I was born and raised in the most humble and modest circumstances, not very far from here. A little over 6 years ago, when I relocated back from the UK and walked the land with the chairman, Vincent Rogers, this was a vast, barren sugarcane field, a reminder of the past. It's important to remember the past, but if Vincent and I had been talking of the past, we would still be standing in the sugarcane field today. Instead, today I'm standing here as the group CEO of what we are building into a world-famous brand, which just 6 years ago was a field very identical to the field that my ancestors worked in. That's the power of looking forward and working together. I want to thank publicly my chairman and my board for putting their trust in me to realize the ambitious dream to transform our past into our future. See, it doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is where we are going. What matters is the scale of our ambition. What matters is the consistency of our work and our efforts. What is important is not where we come from, but what we do with today and tomorrow. And we at Mont Choisy are building together the future. I first heard about Mont Choisy back in the year 2000, when I was the CEO of the Sugar Investment Trust. Antoine Harel Senior, the then executive chairman of Mont Choisy, shared his vision for this land with me and asked for my thoughts on the project. I am as excited today as I was then, and I pray, may his soul rest in peace, that he is very proud of the legacy of his vision and our work. We are overseeing the biggest transformation that the North has ever witnessed. Today at Mont Choisy, we have over 200 residences. We have a championship golf course. And we have no less than 7 major projects under construction under the Smart City Scheme, which was only just inaugurated 2 years ago by the Honorable Prime Minister. Just 2 years ago, and already 7 projects under execution, and a few already completed. As my horizons as a child grew and expanded, as I saw the world and as barriers were broken, I want to see Mont Choisy grow and shape the future for the next generations. We are going to build our way back to economic recovery, create jobs. We currently employ over 200 people, and our construction sites have nearly 1,000 people working at the moment. Since 2016, Mont Choisy Group has paid nearly 2 billion rupees in taxes and duties, 28 million in CSR projects in the neighborhood, and we donated 8 million to the COVID fund in 2020. Let me say this, I am not a shareholder of the company, but I know that my chairman and my board are very pleased that those contributions that the company pays are being used for the future and for the well-being of the people. 2 years ago when COVID struck, we were all in shock. And very soon we realized that it was not going to go away soon. As an enterprise, we had to protect our businesses and the livelihood of our people. Hardly were we out of COVID, that dark clouds are once again on the horizon, not literally. And there is now fear of global recession. Interest rates are rising, and the monster of inflation is on our head. The last few years have been incredibly difficult, incredibly tough for Mont Choisy and for Mauritius, and for all the people who work for Mont Choisy. And we would not be here today had it not been for the audacity and the courage of my board of directors and our chairman. We would not be here today had it not been for the relentless hard work and drive of my colleagues. This is not the work of the CEO. This is not the work of a chairman or a board alone. This is the work of a small but growing team of dedicated and hard-working people who bought into our vision for our future. And we certainly would not be here today had it not been for the unflinching support and facilitation of the government and all government authorities, as symbolized by the Deputy Prime Minister and our distinguished guest today here. Be it the Economic Development Board, the District Council, the RDA, CEB, CWA, the Department of Environment, the WMA, just to name a few, whose officers are working day in and day out to help us drive the machinery of development in the region. Let me say this. I have been to meetings with the CWA a lot recently. I'm so thankful that Mr. Mont has come to attend our function. Water is a major issue, and I realize the challenges faced by the authority to ensure that households up and down the country get adequate water. This is why today I am pleased to announce that Mont Choisy Group will put a fund of 5 million rupees at the disposal of the CWA to help households in Triole, in Goodlands, in Pododo get adequate water supply as a matter of priority. Let me also thank our banks who had faith in the group and put ₹500 million at our disposal to invest in value creation projects like this, and the Boulevard de Mont Choisy and the Parkway de Mont Choisy. In the midst of the pandemic, the Prime Minister unveiled the Mont Choisy Smart City in August 2020. Located on more than 500 arpents of land, stretching from Mont Choisy to Grand Bay, Pointe-aux-Canaries to Triolet, the Mont Choisy Smart City vision and master plan is changing the landscape and will continue so long. after I am gone. A total of 45 billion rupees will be invested over the next few years and the next few decades to bring about the change which will result in the creations of 10,000 jobs, an increase in regional prosperity, and most importantly, an improved quality of life. Standing here today, I am so proud of the legacy that we are going to be leaving behind. So to all our stakeholders, partners, employees, authorities, the community, I say a big thank you. We are all in this together, and this is the only way tomorrow is going to be better for the next generation. Before ending, I just want to reiterate that all the people who work for Mont Choisy Group and the board are deeply committed to living up to the company's core values of integrity, fairness, equal opportunity, diversity, inclusion, and sustainability in everything that we do. We are ambitious for our future, and we are determined to make a difference for the generations to come. Thank you very much for coming to see what we are building on our former sugarcane field. On behalf of the chairman and the board of directors, I hope you all enjoy the evening. Thank you.